Hey guys, Mashud here. I recently saw Shivaay and this is my Quickie review. The story is about Shivaay, played by Ajay Devgn, who also directed this as his first movie. Shivaay is a pothead mountain guide who lives in the Himalayas. He falls in love with a tourist named Olga from Bulgaria. Right after having a child, Olga decides to leave Shivaay and the daughter to have a normal life back in Bulgaria, as this was not her original plan. 9 years later, the daughter wants to see her mom, so Shivaay obliges. Once they reach Bulgaria, the girl gets kidnapped for human trafficking, and the rest of the movie is him tracking her down. To be very honest, guys, the action in this movie was actually quite well done. Sure, it was a little over the top, but seeing how Bollywood is heading to the direction of horrible physics and stunts, this was kind of like a breath of fresh air, really. Don't get me wrong, there were some over-the-top antics in this movie as well. It's a Bollywood movie after all. But it was kept to a bare minimum compared to what other Bollywood movies have shown us so far. That being said, the beginning of the movie is kind of a drag to watch. The whole Shivaay falling in love with Olga and Olga falling in love with him, it was kind of awkward. I mean, there was no chemistry for obvious reasons. Olga was there for a scholarship, whereas Shivaay was a pothead tour guide who apparently was very hot to other girls, as noted by two background girls who kept on noting that to the viewers. And what the hell was up with that hanging tent scene? I mean, I get it, Ajay Devgn has a specific fetish, but this was not the time nor the place. Once they have a girl and the girl gets kidnapped in Bulgaria, that's when the movie really starts. There are spoilers ahead, so if you want to skip them, click here or forward to this time right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, now. There are a few scenes that didn't really flow well with the movie. For example, that Anu scene when she's pondering about her father in the bathtub with the song playing in the back, and then the dad turns into Ajay Devgn, Shivaay. It was really awkwardly shown, to say the least, so that could have been kind of handled well. Better, actually. I get it, some people are saying that Shivaay is still in that Singham mode, right? Like, he's like unstoppable force. But that's something we knew going into the movie as well, right? It's like, it's one of those like transporter movies, really. Just the end scene where there's a helicopter and they're shooting at Shivaay and his daughter for like, what, 5-10 minutes straight? And they're running in the middle of the road. Right? And like, there's like, what, 3-4 people shooting at them. Literally only one bullet hit Shivaay. Everything else was like not hitting them. If that scene was maybe like 30 seconds long, I would have been like, okay, fine, they missed. But then it kept on going for such a long time and no one was hitting anything. I was literally rooting for a bullet to hit Shivaay again. The ending where the kid gets saved and she decides to live with her mom and the stepdad, it was kind of rushed, right? Because when they were showing the stepdad, the way they revealed it, I thought it was like maybe the dad was a part of the trafficking business, right? Like, it was so dramatic. It just turned out it was just a normal guy who just brought a puppy for her little daughter, like, frig. Like, and did he stay in Bulgaria at the end? It wasn't really clear. I mean, they were at the airport, the kid comes to the airport, she has a tantrum, rips up his ticket, and they hug. That was it. Like, did he keep her in Bulgaria and move back to India, or did he stay in Bulgaria and join the other potheads in Bulgaria? I don't know. They needed a little closure for that. To be very honest, guys, overall, this movie was kind of enjoyable at the end. And this was my first movie watching of Ajay Devgn in theaters. Believe it or not. I mean, most of you can probably believe it. Ajay Devgn for sure is jacked in this movie, and he looks old, but he's jacked. So, and the whole, in the beginning, the two girls constantly saying how hot he is. I'm thinking someone's having a midlife crisis. So, is it a theater movie? If you're a fan of action movies, then definitely watch it. There's a lot of action in it. The story is actually good as well. It gets better after the half point kind of a thing. So, it's kind of a slow start. If you come to the theaters maybe 30 minutes late, you wouldn't really miss anything, to be very honest. The story keeps on moving once the girl is kidnapped. For those who have watched Shivaay, what did you think about it? Did the trailer justify the movie? Would you recommend it? Let me know your views below and I'll see you guys next time. Later.